It's rain and mint. You get mint, you get mint, you get mint. Everybody gets mint. Woo, tingly. Mint is one of my favorite ingredients. I love how sensorial it is. The menthol in mint gives it a cooling, tingling sensation that makes you feel like whatever it is you're using is actually working. And it's in more products than you think. Toothpaste, of course, lip balm, lip gloss, shampoo, candles, and face masks. When Colgate invited me to visit the very farms where most of the mint that's used in our beauty products come from, I hopped on a plane, and then another plane, and then drove for 2 hours to Othello, Washington.
I happen to be obsessed with beauty, and I'm a pretty curious person in general. So I wanted to see where mint comes from and why it's in everything.
Taking us on this tour is the Schutte family, who is a third-generation family of farmers. They're gonna show us how they take mint from leaf to oil, and eventually that oil makes its way into some of the products that we know and use every day. Are you the head honcho of the farm?
I call myself king, but if you want to call me head honcho, I understand.
No.
This is what would be planted.
Oh.
After that, we just irrigate it, and it kind of does its own thing to get the harvest going. We're swathing the mint, we let it dry down, and then we'll bring the choppers in and fill the mint trailers. And then after that, we bring it all to the mint still and extract the oil.
So what happens here?
First off, you start with the steam.
Uh-huh.
And then we'll run the 30 pounds of steam in here, and when we fill the trailer up with mint, it'll push up through the top of the trailer, the steam, and go out that hole in the front, and it goes down that vapor line.
Whoa.
See, and then that vapor runs all the way back to the mint still. That steam will come all the way through there and drop into that. And we'll have one of them drums sitting right on the scale right here, and we'll catch all the oil that comes out of that chamber right there. So we'll line these up in here.
And then they come pick them up?
They'll come pick them up.
We're here on another part of our farm, and this is a peppermint field. What's fun about peppermint, it has like a natural repellent to it. So for us, when we do peppermint oil, we can spray it around our houses with a little bit of water, and it keeps bugs away. There's actually some medicinal, qualities to this too, where we've shared with people who use it who have really bad headaches, migraines, and they'll rub it on the oil. And they're super strong when they come out of the distillery. It is 100% pure oil.
Yeah.
Which it can burn you, essentially.
I think it's in a lot more products than we've ever realized.
Oh yeah. So I primarily write about beauty. It's in tons of beauty products.
Yes, it is.
Skincare.
A lot of skincare. Yes.
Yeah. Would you wear it as perfume?
I diffuse it sometimes in my house.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Now that we've seen where the mint comes from, I'm going to show you some of my favorite ways to use mint, apart from putting it in my drink right here. Refreshing. So, one of my favorite ways to use mint at home is to do a steam facial. All you have to do is boil some water and pour it into a bowl. Now I'm going to add a few drops of my favorite essential oil, which for me is mint. This one comes straight from the farm from Mrs. Schutte herself, like literally off the distillery, meaning it's very potent, so I'm gonna use it sparingly. But at home, since you're probably gonna get your essential oil from a grocery store, a farmer's market, or maybe online, it's gonna be a little bit less potent, and you can adjust the peppermint to your liking. That said, I'm gonna put in, let's try a drop to start. Oh yeah. Next, you're going to create a little tent with using a towel so that you can really get all of the steaming benefits. It's gonna help soften your skin. I like to do this before I put on a face mask. And then there's the added aromatherapy benefit, and it's really good if you have congestion. Usually I like to do this for a couple of minutes or as long as I can tolerate it because it can get pretty steamy in here. Much better. My nose and throat feel so much clearer, and my mind does too. Another DIY that I love to do using mint is to make my own lip scrub. I don't know about you guys, but my lips are almost always chapped. This scrub helps with that. It also gives a nice little tingle so my lips look and feel a little bit more lush. All you need is 2 teaspoons of sugar, 1 teaspoon of coconut oil, and 1/4 teaspoon of honey. And of course, the most important ingredient, a little bit of mint oil for that tingle that I told you about. Okay, now we're gonna mix all the ingredients together to make our scrub. First, I'm gonna put the sugar, then I'm gonna add the coconut oil. Now I'm gonna add the honey. And now, as a finishing touch, I'm gonna add just a teeny bit of peppermint oil to give it that nice tingle. And mix it all together. All right, now it's time to scrub. I'm gonna take a little bit off the spoon here and coat my lips with it. It might be a little bit messy at first, but that's okay. Now I'm gonna wipe off the excess. And that's it. My lips feel soft and smooth, and the mint definitely adds a nice little zing to it. As you can see, mint is super versatile, which is why it's one of my favorite beauty ingredients. It was really cool to be able to go to the mint farm and see where it actually comes from, but also it helps to give some context on how it eventually ends up in our favorite beauty products. Which makes me wonder, what are your favorite mint beauty products? Leave them in the comment section below. Cheers!